Hello, demonic angel, and today I wanted to start on a new topic. I'm still going to continue my series on the tarot, and I'm also going to do one last video on my paranormal childhood. And this is a topic that I've become more and more interested in, and we'll just continue this as I think of more ways to articulate it and the things I do, and then we'll film some rituals. But I thought, well, I'll start with, some beginner's advice. So, for me, when I started looking into magic, I like to read a lot, and that I encountered, Thelema, Rosicrucian ideas, lots of philosophers that you guys probably like, Friedrich Nietzsche, Anton LaVey, Immanuel Kant, list goes on, right? So then I discovered, the Goetia, the Lesser Key of Solomon, because I have read the Bible, the Quran, the Book of Mormon. I wanted to just experience everything this way because I really do enjoy reading as that other aspect of myself, side of myself. So that really interested me. Now, at first, as you guys could probably relate to, when I was younger, I thought, oh, this is bad. If I do this, Satan is going to come after me. God is going to hate me, these types of things. So my advice here is you should drop your preconceived fears and notions when you want to go into this, because this is not something you should be doing to get even with God or on a whim. The Goetia, working with demons, is actually very serious magic, and it is not for the beginner, because even if you think of these 72 demons as psychological, that's still that is probably, it's power. It's real power. So you definitely just want to keep that in mind and not fool around with that. Don't come into this with this attitude of because when you do ritual, you project that out onto the astral plane. And the astral plane, as we've talked about, sees things. It sees things for what they really are. So you don't want to, attract and create this egregore that is fear-based or hate-based, because it's distracting you from getting to know this demon who has something to teach you. So that's definitely, obviously most of us raised in one of these Abrahamic religions, it is hard, but you got to do that, kind of dropping the preconceived notions. And even when you read the Goetia and you see that this demon's just supposed to look like this when you summon it, kind of forget about all that. Don't really focus on that so much. Focus on the sigil, meditation, and the thing that you want to accomplish through working with this demon. Because the meditation, I can't stress enough. Whether you're a beginner in magic or you're advanced, you need to have this in your to clear your mind and give that ritual raw power and effectiveness. Another point that I'd like to make is that traditionally people, they summon and work with these demons, and they draw circles or triangles around them. And if that's what you like and it's your form of high magic, then go for it, because we're all different magicians here. But I treat it like a relationship, because for me, and I'll tell you about obviously the few demons who have done the most for me, the most splendid for me amount of and they're like to me spirit guides, patrons, other aspects of myself that is almost like another personality. Whereas others I've worked with, I work with, and then that was it. You know, we worked together for this ritual, for this accomplishment, and I'm still, you know, going to say their names, and this is what I'm going to do for them. And especially by bringing them here to YouTube. But then others have just been that part of my life that is so huge, where it is like having an imaginary friend, which is okay. I think using your imagination is healthy, and the way that I understand it. Just not living, you know, knowing when to not live in imagination land, in the astral plane. But don't treat them like, oh, I'm going to call these angels and they're gonna protect me and I'm going to command you. Because you know what? I wouldn't do anything for somebody who treated me that way. So, I mean, really, I would just say treat it like a partnership. Treat it with this kind of respect. Do offerings. So you're not putting in just the mental meditation, but you're going to put that physical object on an altar or your space to represent this effort, you know, and this relationship that you have. Because if you drop the fear and you drop the preconceived notions, then this is going to work out for you. It might take time, because demons, gods, and deities, they are not human, and they are much different. They don't care about our time so much. They will answer you in dreams, or they will be, you know, maybe you working with them, because when you work with a demon, you go to their plane of existence, and then they can come back here because they have a relationship with you now. They don't care about your mundane life so much as ghosts do. And for me personally, ghosts, dead people with problems, have been the worst thing that I've had to deal with. As you know, like I say, this all intellectualizing this comes after all of these paranormal experiences that for me kind of encompass what I would say is witchcraft, and that's what I embrace as that I am. But like it really is just such a difference. Okay, so they're not dead people looking to inhabit your body because they need a living host to experience their pain, move on. This is not that situation. This is ancient knowledge. This is subconscious. They work through these subconscious ways, the gods, the demons. And that's exactly how the spirits of the Goetia work. You've got to give it time, because if this is your newer system of magic, you're going to have to kind of spend some time working on your meditation, lucid dreaming, relaxation techniques, and grounding yourself. I'll preach it again. Apple cider vinegar for grounding. Eating raw garlic for grounding. Going for a walk for grounding. Salt bath. Because ritual drains you. Spells, doing spells, magic, interacting with these beings. They're feeding off of you, whether it's good or bad, that doesn't matter. And you've got to be able to ground yourself before you can really And that cleanses you, and then you can experience more of this magic and have it. Now I can do this ritual, you know, and have this really rapid response. But I understand that's not how it is for most people. So keep practicing and read. Read the Bible, or parts of it. Read about King Solomon. Read about the Goetia. Start looking at these figures that did influence the Goetia in their own different ways, right? Because it's technically an anonymous grimoire. Crowley, S.L. McGregor, Mathers, Joan Ware, and understand these types of figures too, like Leviathan and all these religious-based ideas, because the Goetia is still obviously, it is to me really influenced by like Abrahamic religion. And another neat aspect of that was understanding that how, you know, Islam looks at this through the genies, and they see that as, you know, the jinn. And so that's the whole idea. You know, King Solomon tosses his brass vessel into the sea containing the 72 demons so that he can banish them, and then the Babylonians find it and they set the demons free, and all but Belial are now they roam the earth. So they're here with us roaming the earth because we're here, and that's that shared experience. And so yes, for me, and what I'm definitely recommending to you is understand how to ground, understand the light, look at angels too, because you don't want to get lost in a world of darkness that's only darkness. I embrace this stuff, but I'm also saying that, you know, without some light, it wouldn't be too good, and it's not something to be taken lightly, but it is a very powerful spiritual thing, and these demons, they will help you. I mean, even more, it's different than the gods, but they teach. This is what these demons do. They don't do these things for you. They teach you how to do them yourself. For example, would be like, and I'm going to do a whole video on Marbas. Marbas, when I started working with Marbas, and I did one ritual for him because I was attracted to the idea of health. And now, all the knowledge of herbs I've had over the years, I put it into use right then and there. I stopped just thinking about it, and I put it in to this reality, you know? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use valerian root as nature's Xanax. I'm gonna use apple cider vinegar, kava root, you know, all these different herbs. Understanding, well, then I really just went crazy reading about biology, understanding the pH of your body and how to help yourself. And that was wonderful for me. So he's kind of like that background influence for me, teaching me how to teaching me how to help myself, having the courage to take it from astral air ideas and implement it in my everyday use. So that's just a couple of things I have to say about that. You know, I'll share my experiences. I think what I will also do, I'll just show a very kind of simple ritual with my favorite patron demon, because I do want to share this as part of a system I use, and I use it all the time, and I want to recommend it for people here. And I really want to hear other people's experiences too. This is a growing community of people being interested in this kind of stuff, and I'm really excited to be a part of it in this way. So that's my advice. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know about any comments. I'll do the third part of the paranormal, my paranormal childhood. And I'll also do just more tarot cards. We've got 70 some tarot cards in total, a lot to go. And then we've got lots of demons. And I could have all kinds of systems. I'll never stop talking. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Links to my Twitter and Patreon are in the link below.